You could only hear a whisper of the Bentley V8 engine. No wind sound from outside. It was like being in a vacuum. Florian was tensed and didn't say anything much. Lady Vivian suggested that they would drive straight to the pub attached to the Windsor Castle. It was obvious that she had something important in her mind, important to say. What was the message? Florian got a little bit nervous, but didn't show it at all. Anyway, he was now in that lady's territory, near Windsor, with the surroundings. Let it come then, whatever it is, he thought. I have a business proposition, said the lady suddenly, almost abruptly. What? What kind of a proposition? Florian was properly surprised. This came unexpected to him. Lady Vivian started laughing with tears in her eyes. Piccolo gave her a white handkerchief. They ordered an English breakfast for two, because it was before noon. You must leave the job as a Piccolo and have your own bar on the coast, she stated. It sounded like a command, like an order. The young man was shaking all over. The other put her hands firmly on his shoulders. But I'm earning quite well in the hotel. And I have some savings too. He wanted to defend himself, but at the same time realized that Lady Vivian had already made her mind her firm decision. They looked to each other and shook hands. That was it.
Destination outward bound, I turn to see the northern lights behind the wind. Horizons seem to beckon me, learned how to cry too young, so now I live to sing. The northern lights are in my mind, they guide me back to you. Horizons seem to beckon me, learned how to cry too young, so now I live to sing. No, it's hard away from you, traveling roads and passing through. It's not for money and it's not for fame, I just can't explain. Sometimes it's lonely, marking the space between the days. Early hours pass away, I sing to you of northern lights, I sing for you of northern nights.
So it went. So. Florian had had a holiday in a couple of years. He didn't long to England at all.
Past the future, here or there, shelter comes in words from you, so talk to me. I hear your voice, it comforts me. In morning dreams, I take your hand, you walk with me.
Didn't miss the monotonic, stiff lifestyle there. If you speak with an ordinary Englishman, let's say half an hour, you don't get anywhere any wiser. They were only talking this and that. Dogs and cats. And the English women were even worse. Their talk was absolute nonsense. That's how he thought. Of course, Lady Vivian was from another planet, from high society. She was smart and enjoyable while chatting. They could start a conversation about almost anything. She never mentioned or touched the matter of sex, for example. Florian was driving all the way through Spain. They traveled via Madrid and had there a quick lunch. There was no time to visit El Prado, let alone a bullfight. Florian had booked 2 hotel rooms in Santander, near to the harbour. After arriving there, they went to a local restaurant and enjoyed a couple of Spanish tapas, French mushrooms called truffle.
Between the days, early hours pass away. I sing to you of northern lights, I sing for you of northern nights. The northern lights are in my mind, they guide me back to you. The northern nights are in my eyes, they guide me back to you.
And a glass of sherry each, of course. Florian said that he is tired after all that driving. It was about 10 hours, anyway. Lady Vivian looked disappointed. She was relaxed because she had been sitting in the rear Connolly leather seats. The mahogany table in front of her. She was playing domino and took a nap now and then. To Cantabria they went. The biggest towns, Bilbao of course, industrial town, Santander and Oviedo. They booked in to the Bahia Hotel, which was 4 stars hotel, in the Avenida Alfonso the 8th Street. They would start crossing the Biscay Bay early in the morning. Luckily enough, the sea was calm, and they were lazing on the upper deck, sipping gin tonic drinks. From Plymouth, the journey continued straight. to Windsor. Florian was happy it was not Portsmouth, because he had bad memories from that town. Driving with the Bentley. Her mansion was like a castle. Along the alley which led to the main building, he looked at Lady Vivian seriously. The main building was white. 4 towers in every corner as the decorations. There was a huge garden around. You could call it the Rose Garden. The administrator with the gardener came to greet and meet them. "Don't touch the luggage," said Lady Vivian hastily. "They take care of it." Both men shook Florian's hand and looked at him curiously. They could not hide their thoughts. What on earth is this young man doing here? A competitor, maybe. Go now. I get a ride from them in a couple of hours. Florian was sipping a stout of Guinness at the riverside, the sideline of the Thames.
sneak up behind and I'll steal. I'll take all that you have and then all that you conceal. I'll take anything I can get. I'll make you, I'll break you, and I'll make you sweat. Nothing is worth nothing unless it's paid for my dismay.
He realized that something had happened when they were driving through the beautiful landscapes of Cantabria, north of Spain. It was a pity that they didn't have time to visit Oviedo or Bilbao to see the Basque country. In Santander, they stayed in 4-star Hotel Bahia, which was in the Avenida Alfonso VIII. She had ordered truffles, earth nuts, after Florian went to sleep. And oysters, of course, with the Spanish sparkling wine. The lady told this to the Piccolo and complained about the terrible headache. "It is your own fault," were the young man's comments. "Why did you not come to sleep with me?" "Oh, I mean..." There had been a dreadful silence about that mistake. Of course, they had different rooms. But now he was a moment alone. In the royal borough of Windsor and Maidenhead. The lady had advised him to book in first to the Hotel Cosworth, 5 stars.
I'll sneak up behind and I'll steal. I'll take all that you have and then all that you conceal. I'll take anything I can get. I'll make you, I'll break you, and I'll make you sweat. Nothing is worth nothing unless it's made for my dismay.
Florian took no problems that he was not invited to stay in the mansion in the first place. Taking another Guinness, he sensed indefinite changes in how he felt against the noble lady, elderly woman from his point of view. Florian could not care less. Something had happened between them. That was a fact. The young man had never been in love. Never. This was new. How to treat it? There was no answer. Let it go, he thought. Was Lady Vivian wicked or so? Maybe she wanted to use him as a toy boy. Florian was very confused at that moment, lazing in the sunny afternoon. Would Sir have a third one? Asked the bartender